the board changed, I would have asked him and said, well, I'm sorry, but I've had 3 fallouts. Well, that's 4. He's got to have this board changed. That's 5. You know, when you're averaging around 30 and you've got 5 bounce outs and we're only in the 3rd leg.
But Osborne's not having too much problem, is he? He's nailing it. Smith's nailing it.
Well, he's just going to keep going, isn't he? It's not his problem. He's going to jump and take the opportunity. Well, it'd be nice to get 3 in the board, he's thinking. 3 in the treble would have been better.
You do well to get the ID wrong with these two, don't you? I think Andy must be twice the weight of Osborne.
The twins to the return.
100.
Danny DeVito. And that's no smoke to nigger.
There goes another one.
Well, this is getting silly now for Osborne.
That one was off the wire, to be fair.
Well, yeah, but he won't be thinking that. He'll be thinking it's a fallout. Oh, look, fell out of the board.
Well, no problem to Andy Smith. That's maximum number 2, boosting his average up towards 104 and putting him on a finish.
Well, we've had so many games today, nobody else has had a problem, so you've got to say it's something to do with his darts, because Andy Smith got no problem hitting the trebles and staying in the board.
121. He's got 6 darts if he needs them. He can go treble 17 bull, but he might just choose to round it up, which he does now. Leaves him on 64.
Well, he's got to get it out of his mind. Even if it is his darts, he needs to check with Russ Bray and have the board turned or changed.
Andy Smith then with a chance of a second break against the darts. Double 8 he wants now. And across the board now for the 4s. That is close.
Well, 92 for Osborne. He's going to have to go the 25 bull route. If it's the 25. That needs it to stay in the board. Oh, he hits the bull. So 10 for double 16. Double 16 to get himself back in this match. And he pegs it. Well, that gave him the confidence as well. Could have gone 3-0 down.
Big finish, that one, Alan. You could see him revving himself up, talking to himself, and willing that dart into that double 16. Game on.
Well, that'll settle him down immensely.
100.
He just doesn't need to get another 4 or bounce out at a crucial stage.
Andy Smith, I think, might be just beating himself up a little bit. It's a phrase we've used more than once, but that is the case. He will be remembering that opportunity, and a great opportunity it was to go 3-0 ahead.
Well, he's just got to make sure now that he goes in at the break ahead.
85.
Goes Osborne through first. There will still be 1 break up. Seems a bit more. He's kept his composure more than anything else with all those bounce outs. A lot of players would have maybe started shaking their head and wondering what was going on, but he's kept his composure. And if he can take this leg, he'll be throwing first, and the last leg
100.
before the break. Well, going down for the 19s, because if he hits 2 trebles would have left the 170.
58.
But didn't really need to do it.
So Smith now can put himself onto a nice, comfortable finish, and with plenty of time to spare. Just needs to get fractionally lower.
Well, a nice ton here to leave the 116.
60.
So opportunity for Osborne here. 140. I'll give him a good shot when he comes back. Well, it's a bad lie. Coming down for the 19s. Well, he's missed it, so he needs a treble.
45.
Well, made a mess of that one. 156 for Smith.
There's one. Could do with another one for double 18. Not to be, but he's going to have another visit.
100.
Lovely last dart, beautiful last dart, leaving him on the double 8, and Osborne back on 200.
Well, great 140 there from the pie man. The big fella looking good in this leg. Osborne just looked like he might be clawing his way back in.
58.
Double 8 for 3-1.
16.
Now he wants to make the most of this opportunity, or it will really hurt, and all sorts of indecision would have come in, but it's not to be, and that is a good dart, and he goes 3-1 ahead.
Well, they'll be happy with that.
Game
Knows
on.
he's going to go in at the break in front. Well, that's another one
You're
from
counting
Osborne.
these, Alan?
That's 7 I've got on my sheet.
40.
And we're on in the 5th leg. And if you're throwing that many darts away when you're averaging around 95, it makes a big, big difference.
One was out of the bull, wasn't it, and the rest out of treble 20,
41.
so that's 6 is 360, and the bull 410.
Well, it's not just the score you're losing, it spoils the momentum of the throw. Colin just standing back and taking his time. The big leg this for Colin, 4-1 and 3-2. So if he can just nick this leg with the throw, he'll come back out in the second half.
Think they'll change the board at the break?
100.
Well, he'll only change it if he asks. And they'll ask Andy Smith it's okay, and it's up to Russ Bray, really. He's a referee.
Players have to agree, or alternatively, it's the decision of the
45.
tournament director, I think.
Yeah, it's very rarely you get a player disagreeing, especially when you've got fallouts like that. But
Yeah, if it starts to cut up rough, you always go with the big man as well, don't you?
well, when you look at all the games today, we've had no fallouts. I don't think I can remember. So it's
57.
obviously something to do with the darts and not the board. Maybe he's got longer points, maybe shorter
60.
points or something.
Maybe doesn't throw him as hard.
Well, the wizard needs to get some more magic on that treble.
He'd be in a bit of a mess if he lost this leg, wouldn't he? It's a big one, this, for Osborne.
100.